Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to go over the PM Silver Bullet on October 26th. So this started the 1:30 time frame right here. It's not the Silver Bullet hour, but I want to show you what we do here in the market maker model that led up into the Silver Bullet trade. So the first thing I do at the start of the afternoon session is I turn on the Kraken Silver Bullet indicator and I set up an alert for New York lunch. Okay. Now I would have already had this set up, and so I'm not going to set it up again. But it trigger when this gets taken out. Okay. So I'm going to turn on the New York lunch here right now, and I'm going to show you that when it brings it out, we already ran New York lunch sell side. Okay. When we run sell side, we are looking for buy side liquidity. Okay. The opposite opposing side. Now on the 1 hour chart, just gonna throw this like this and turn off everything here. You can see that the 1 o'clock hour came down and took out a low right here, took out the low here. If you go back on the continuous contract, you'd see that this took out a couple other lows way back in May. So can't go out, it doesn't go back that far here, but so we took out some major lows on the 1 hour. So when it does that, and I see that it took out the, let me turn those back on, took out the New York lunch, I'm thinking from the 1 hour perspective, market maker model, and how far am I going up? I'm always looking for projections, right? So on this, we're going to start looking for a smart money reversal, a low risk buy, a turtle soup entry, and then maybe an OG silver bullet, and we're going to see what happens during the silver bullet time frame, okay? So right now we've taken liquidity, now we need a market structure shift. So we're going to play candle by candle, and I'm going to buy or sell based on how I traded it. So let's just keep going here. Okay, there you go. There is your market structure shift right there. Okay, a fair value gap right there. Good. Comes in there. Okay, so I'm going to buy one there just to show you. And that would be our low risk buy. So we're going to buy one here, and we're going to let's pull our fib from low to high, right? This is our manipulation leg, okay? And then it gives us our standard deviations. Ideally, on ES, you want to aim between 2 and 2.5. But if it closes above the 2.5, sometimes it'll go to the 4. So, if it closes above, you can target the 4. Okay, just know that around the 2.5 is usually where it ends, and it can reverse on you. So it is a less probable trade going to the 4, but you better have a higher time frame reason to go to the 4 if you're going to go there, like a higher time frame draw, right? So this is a 1 hour low here was taken. So we'd need a 1 hour PD array up here to go for the 4. Okay, so for this, where would we target? Well, we're going to go with the low hanging fruit. We're going to target our New York lunch buy side, which is right at 2.5 standard deviations. So we're going to go right there, right? That's our low hanging fruit. We obviously just took out lunch sell side, so now we're going to target the lunch buy side, right? That's 22 points. So let's just see how this plays out. Wow, those are way too clean. Look at that, way too clean. And you got really clean ones right here as well. All right, I'm gonna label this as an order block coming up, and then this would be, I'd consider that a propulsion block to go up, but I don't trade off propulsion blocks. I use them more for marking. So it comes back into that order block and runs these stops right here. I consider that a turtle soup. We want to see phase 1 of accumulation, turtle soup entry, between the 1 and the 1.5, which lines up with this order block, and this run on stops if we get it. So I'd like to see that. If I get that, then I will take another entry here. Okay, that took it. All right, so I'll buy another one there. So I'll call that the turtle soup entry, first stage accumulation in between the 1 and 1.5 standard deviations. We'll buy there, and let's put our target on. That's 11 handles, 11 points. Still going to the 2.5, which is basically right above our New York buy-side liquidity. Again, we took out New York lunch low. Now we're looking for New York lunch high. And we're going to keep going. Okay, that would have taken us all out. So let's just close these both right now. Let's flatten both of them right there. Put those on right there. All right, so we closed above our New York lunch. Let's see what happens here if we get a reversal here, or if we're going to continue going higher. Okay, there is a fair value gap right here. So I kind of want to see if that gets respected. Trade into that's consequent encroachment. Let's change that. Let's make this, add the middle line here, and let's make it, dark so you can see it. Okay. Came to consequent encroachment right there. It's holding it, so I like that. If it holds it there again, then I'll take another trade and aim for the 4 and use that as my silver bullet entry. Granted, you could have used this as your silver bullet during the silver bullet time frame, hourly time frame, not the OG silver bullet. This would be considered the run-on stops for the turtle soup entry. Ran these 4 equal lows here, but you could use this as your uh, silver bullet entry for the silver bullet hour. So if it comes back down here, I will take if it respects that, I will take a trade. So he's still respecting that fair value gap. Where's it close? Okay, it's still respecting that, so I'm gonna buy one right there. I'm gonna call that the OG silver bullet. I'm gonna buy one. Position on and aim right for the 4. Granted, I like even round numbers, so 15 handles for 4. If it takes me out, I'm still in profit for the day. Here, let me move this up so you can actually see that. Sorry about that. Didn't know it wasn't in the view of the camera. So there's your OG silver bullet. Let's see how we go here. Okay, now it's just going to take off. Hopefully. Spoke too soon. Try that New York Midnight Open. All right, so we'll flatten it there. Let's just see if we get the 4. We do right to the tick right there. And then look, it starts coming down. Okay, look how accurate that is, that projection. To the tick. 40 the high of this right over here, look at the high. 4191.25. 41.91.25. That I would say is your OG silver bullet. There's your run on stops, and this is your low risk buy. So let's change that to this, like this. Okay. That's what I would say. That's your market maker buy model. There's your setups. So there are your 3 trades for the silver bullet hour. Well, 2 of them are silver bullet hour, one's not. All right, so let's recap here. We started the 1:30 time frame, and we saw that the New York lunch sell side liquidity was just taken. Also on the 1 hour time frame, it was taking out a major low from like May, and it also took out lunch sell side liquidity. So we topped down to the 1 minute, and now we're looking for a market maker buy model to go back up. So when we get our market structure shift and we get our low risk buy set up, we entered, and we pulled our fib from the low to the market structure shift, which is the manipulation leg, and we got our projections. 2.5 was right around where we wanted our first target for New York lunch buy side. So it doesn't always go to the 4. No, it usually goes between 2 and 2.5. So that's right where we're having our lunch buy side. So that was our target. From a low risk buy, we took it to the New York lunch buy side, and our run on stops, these 4 equal lows right here, we took those out into our order block for our turtle soup entry, again targeting the 2.5 deviations, which is right at the New York lunch. And then we had a fair value gap here that was just kept getting respected, the consequent encroachment. They never closed below. The wicks do the damage, so it did come on a little bit more, but the bodies never quite made it past the consequent encroachment. So it was holding, and so I said, you know what, I'm going to take the trade. My stop went below down here, and if I took a loss, I still had good trades over here, so I'm still green, but I aimed for the right before the 4, and we got our TP here. So that is your PM silver bullet setup on the market maker buy model for Tuesday, October 26th, using the Kraken Silver Bullet Pro indicator.